Where's my coffee? What did I do with my coffee? Oh well. I don't have any coffee, but guess what? I've always got water. This is vitamin C water. This is good stuff. Y'all get on in here. I'm going to bend down and get something right here. We have water bottles that are being shipped out. We have the seafoam green and the navy blue. Turn that down a little bit. And wow, that was a big noise. Purple rags and silver rags. And I need to throw another pink rag out to do my glasses. Cooler bags, they're all being shipped out like crazy. So folks, let me get this up. Put that on the bed right there. And guess what else is getting shipped out? Tea. Tea is being shipped out. This is Wise Women's Tea. Body Clutter Tea. So when we get about 200 people in here, I wish I had my coffee. What did I do with it? Who knows? Okay. I have questions. And the first question is, how many throw blankets is reasonable for a family of 5? Now, folks, think about this. You got 5 people in your family and everybody wants their own blankie. So here is a Fly Lady tip for you. Get one of those pillowcase covers that people love that you can change your pillows out with, and get the blankies and fold them up and stuff them in the little pillows. And then everybody's got their own pillow that's a blankie when they need it. You heard it here first. You got that? You heard it here first. So, everybody has their own pillow that has a blankie in it, so they can pull it out and use it. And, you know, the blankets, they got them at CVS, at drugstores, everywhere. Just a little fleece blankie, and it folds up and makes a great pillow. Okay, next question. And all the sales are ending next week, y'all. They're ending next week. So if you were planning on buying something, you need to do it now. Don't you just love my hair sticking out? Anyway, get it done. Let me find. Everything has a place and everything in its place. And I have my hairbrush. And it feels better already. May not look better, but it feels better. Oh, I got to do today is day 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. This morning I got a call from a reporter, and she was doing a story about decluttering. And that's what day 9 is all about, decluttering. Let's add decluttering. This is our book, Chaos to Clean in 31 Easy Baby Steps. You know, easy and baby step is almost redundant, but that's okay. Let's add decluttering to your morning routine. Try a 5-minute room rescue or a 27 fling boogie. That's all you got to do. And the quote for the day, if you make decluttering fun, it will get done. So tomorrow is day 10. That reminds me, I need to take this book home with me. I'm putting it in the suitcase right now. The do it now principle just kicked in. So get your calendars ordered. Calendars, Chaos Cure, baby calendar, and the big one, We love this calendar. So the next question is, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I work from home part-time. I need 200 invoice / docket. I have 200 invoice / dockets that need to be completed weekly. How do you suggest I fit those into my daily routines? Oh, sweetie, you get your daily routines done first, and then, just as if you were going to work, every morning as you get dressed to lace up shoes, you do your routine as fast as you can. So that frees you up to work. Work is important. You have 200 invoices. I would try to get them all done in the first 3 days of the week. That frees you up for your errand day and family fun day on Saturday, and cleaning out your car on Friday. Schedule your 200 invoices to be done in a timely fashion the first part of the week, and then you're ready for anything. Do 70 or so a day and you're good to go. But you got to get your routines done first. If you don't get your morning routine done, this goes for homeschooling moms, everybody that works from home. Get up and get dressed as if you're going to work. And then once your routine is done, you're good. You can put something in your crock pot for dinner, and you don't have to worry that whatever you're doing you're going to hyper focus and ruin it. I don't know what it is, 200 invoices or dockets. I don't know what that means, how much work is entailed in each, but time yourself. Get your timer out and figure out how long it's going to take you to do one. And then work for 45 minutes and then take a break for 15 minutes. And then go back to it. Drink your water. Make sure you have lunch. Set up some reminders on your phone. Or if you have an Alexa, set some reminders up on that. And you can get a lot of stuff done. You don't fit those things into your morning routine. You do your morning routine and they come after, because that's your livelihood. That's important. Just as homeschooling your children is important. How do you handle family that mocks you for things such as wearing your shoes and getting dressed even if you aren't going anywhere? You know how I would handle it? La 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 la. Ignore them. You're doing it for you, not for them, not for anybody else. You are doing it for you. Do not allow them to derail you by making fun of you. Don't care what they say. Let go of your ego. I mean, you're fearful of what they think about you. I don't care what they think about you. All I care about is how you feel about it. And when you're dressed to lace up shoes, you feel better. It doesn't matter if they're making fun of you or teasing you, or there's usually not anybody else in your house but you. So who cares? When you can get into the I don't care mode about what people are saying about you, that's flying. That's what flying is all about. Finally loving yourself. That's what it's all about. You don't give a flip about what they're saying. You only care about how you feel. So, that's my 2 cents worth. Any tips from coming out of depression? I need help getting motivated. I can't motivate you. Only you can motivate you. But Mel, I always lose her last name. Somebody tell me what Mel's last name is. She says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. Blast off. Get up and do it. Getting up and getting dressed. When I was depressed, when I went to outpatient treatment for depression, one of the main things they made me do was get up and get dressed to lace up shoes. Just that simple. Get up and get dressed to lace up shoes. Mel Robbins, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why I have a blank on her name, I have no clue. So, Getting up and getting dressed is the main thing. Now, set your alarm and get up. I have to set my alarm across the room. I've always done that. But I never set an alarm anymore because I go to bed at a decent hour and I get 8 hours of sleep. So I wake up. Without an alarm, I wake up. So getting up and getting dressed to lace up shoes is the key to getting a handle on your depression. I know you may not feel like it, but it doesn't matter. Just do it. Just do it for me, but you're really doing it for yourself. And get your vitamin D levels checked. That's the main thing. Get your vitamin D levels checked, because if you're deficient in vitamin D, you're not going to have the energy to do anything. So get up and get dressed to lace up shoes. How many cups of tea do you drink a day? I drink 1. It's great tea. We just got it in. Look at this. How pretty is that bag? Beautiful bag. So, folks, I drink 1 cup of tea in the middle of the afternoon at 3 o'clock. What is a good tip dealing with winter laziness? You're not lazy. You're not lazy. Ignore that. But you need sunbeams, and you need vitamin D, and you need to drink your water. This is going to energize you better than anything, is drinking your water. How long do we focus on each zone? Well, let me show you a little calendar here. I got one. Imagine that. I have a calendar. December, January. So we're in January. So we just finished zone 1 right here. Zone 1 was 4 days. We're in zone 2 right now. Zone 2 is the first full week of the month. It's also the week that we do our sprint with savingdinner.com/sprint. This is the week we reinforce our habits of eating clean and eating nutritionally dense food. But this is usually a short week. This is a whole week. Zone 3 is a whole week. Zone 4 is usually a whole week. Zone 5 is rarely a whole week. See, like January 31st, which ends on a Friday. Yep. So we'll start. February is going to be weird. Let me just say that. Because February it starts on a Saturday. And anytime it starts on a Saturday, we kind of go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and do zone 1. But we try to do a whole week, but zone 1 and zone 5 usually fall in split weeks. You just have to look at your calendar. And the stickers really help with that. But in the sneak peek that comes out every week on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that sneak peek has the zones for the next month. Mel Robbins is the lady's name. She's got a TED Talk. She's got YouTube videos. She does the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What we do is just have our timer go off. Bam. Jump up and do something. I work outside the home, having only an hour of free time in between taking care of my family. How do you suggest I fit my routines in? You got to do your routines first. Routines come first. Small 5-step routines in the morning, in the afternoon when you get home from work, and before you go to bed. Those routines are the framework. The framework, I tell you, that create a home that is on automatic pilot. It really is. You don't fit your routines in. You're already doing routines that are inefficient. So let me describe it this way. Now, wrap your head around this. This is really good. We got a testimonial one time from an art student. And when she was in college, her professor They were going to be doing sculpting, and that means working with clay. And if you've ever worked with clay, you know how heavy it is. So they got a block of wood, a steel rod, and some wire. Now, the professor didn't tell you what to do with it. Had no clue what to do with it. But everybody started messing with it. So you got this framework, and as you were putting the clay onto this framework, if you didn't attach it all the right way, guess what happened? It went splat. This beautiful thing you were making fell because it fell on its own weight. Now, when you attach the rod to the wooden block and you attach the wire to the rod and shape it around the rod, guess what? That's your foundation. Your routines are your foundation. Getting those done every day is going to change your whole life. And it's morning, afternoon, and evening. Your before bed routine, your evening routine is the most important routine of the day. It sets you up for the stepping out on the right foot tomorrow. So quit thinking about fitting your routines in and start letting your routines be the foundation to your whole day. I have created a control journal, however, I never refer to it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Do you have any suggestions that will motivate me to use it, or should I just try something else? If you're not going to look at it, use Post-it notes. Do I have some Post-it notes here? Yeah, put Post-it notes up. That's what I did to set up routines. Use note cards. Use a 4x6 photo album with 4x6 note cards. Don't get all caught up in the control journal. It's all about establishing routines. Write them down on your bathroom mirror. Put them in a sheet protector. I don't care what you use. Just don't get caught up in your perfectionism and allow your routines, how it's laid out for you. When you don't use your control journal, that means either you don't care or you've internalized them. You've made new ruts in your gray matter and you don't need them anymore. How cool is that? How to clean a farmhouse from the 1940s with years of grime accumulation. Poor baby. You got to get the grime accumulation. That's woodwork. That's soap and water. That's a purple rag or a pink rag. I mean, you can't clean it all at once. But when you get your clutter out of the way, you start to see these little areas of grime that have accumulated. And then that's when you can this is a fun way to clean. Pick up a wet purple rag, an older one, because if you got a brand new, it's going to leave purple on things. But you got to have a one that's washed well, or a silver rag. But you got still, even if you wash and repaint, you can't just paint over the dirt because the paint won't stick. So you've got to wipe down things anyway. And if they use a good paint, you might be in for a surprise. But you might need to test for lead if you have little kids. But you just do want, when we're in the zone, like when we're in the kitchen, deal with the grime in the kitchen. Let that be your focus for the week, is just dealing with the grime in the kitchen. Okay. How can I declutter when my husband is a hoarder? You can't. You can't declutter his stuff. You can only deal with your stuff and try to accumulate his stuff into certain areas of the house. Like our house, Robert has a basement. He has an office. I don't touch. Now, I might go down and organize the shelves, but he's better at that than I am. So I don't touch his stuff. And when he gets a notion, he declutters stuff. He takes things to Habitat. He takes things to the landfill. He recycles things. You can do this too, but you can't declutter your husband's stuff or he'll go out and get more. And it'll cause a fight, and that won't be fun. It won't be fun. Do you have a suggestion on male version of daily routines? Okay, people. You can't force your husband to do routines. That's not their thing. Now, my husband has routines, but they're all on his own. You can't write down a routine for your husband, or guess what? He's going to rebel. Don't do that. That's putting a thorn in his side over nothing. So let it go. Let it go. How can I teach my teenagers to start your program with me? Same thing. The kids and the husband will follow along if you'll just do your routines and shut your mouth and quit nagging them about Fly Lady. I mean, I've told you this many times. I was at a conference in Nashville one time, and this man came up to me and he saw our sign above the booth, and it said, "Are you living in chaos?" And he said, "We're in chaos, but you're a 4-letter word in our house," because I would not allow my wife to mention Fly Lady ever again. And he said, "I apologize." So don't do that. And I explained to him that I tell my people not to cram Fly Lady down their kids' and husband's throat. Don't do that. You're just making me look bad. So don't do it. Now, we do have a student control journal that you can download. We have a college student control journal that's free that can be downloaded. But the first page on the control journal is parents keep out. It's not from you to them. It's from me. I wrote it from me to them. So I think we've gotten through all the questions. Isn't that something? 30 minutes and we're good to go. Anyway, I'm headed home today. Laura's going to be here in a little bit, and we might do some things together. But the main thing is I get to go home and have dinner with my husband, and Saturday's my birthday, and I get to be with Robert on my birthday. Anyway, I love you all. I don't know if I'll see you at 3 o'clock, but maybe Leanne can do the show at 3 if I'm on the road. And it is, get dinner in your Instapot or your crock pot and be ready for tonight. I love you all. I'll see you later. And don't forget, our sales are ending next week.